Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna discuss about FPL Gameweek 5 pre-analysis. So before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season. Now let's start, and at first I will look at the double game week announced. Burnley and Luton Town got double game week in game week 7, where Burnley will play two away match against Newcastle and Luton. On the other hand, Luton will play one home match against Burnley and one away against Everton. Now I will move on to the game week 5 watch list, and if you look at game week 4 performance of player, the top XG in game week 4 was for Decore from Everton, and also Danjuma from Everton is also there. If you look at Everton performance against Game Week 4 Sheffield United, they played well, and that's why these two are there. And also other player in this list is Darwin. He now regained his form. His expected goal in Game Week 4 was 1.4, and Jackson got 1.38. But if you look at Jackson performance, he missed one glorious chance. Hojlund is obviously there, got 1.33 expected goal in Game Week 4. And if you look at the expected assist, here Pedro Porro is the favorite, 1.14 expected assist in game week 4. And in number 2 position is Tavernier from Bournemouth, and it's a surprising one because he just played 15 minutes, but his expected assist was 0.97, which is quite good. And other team member in expected assist in game week 4 is Jimenez, Neto, and Salah. Now I will move on to the next part, and is the best team for game week 5. And if you look at the first team here is Brighton, they are a very good attacking team. They score a lot of goal, and if you look at their expected goal from game week 1 to 4 is 10.2, which is the highest among all teams. Manchester City also got very good attack as always. They have got 9.5 expected goal, and Brentford got 9.4, Chelsea 9.2, and Tottenham 8.7. These five teams are the best team in attacking sense. And if you look at the defense, Manchester City has got the most solid defense. Their expected goal concentration from game week 1 to 4 is 2.8, which is quite low. Arsenal defensively also performed well, though they have got a lot of injury concern. Chelsea's expected goal concentration was 4.6, and Crystal Palace got 4.7, and Newcastle surprisingly here got 4.9. Newcastle cannot maintain any clean sheet from game week 1 to 4, but I still think that they are a very good defense, because if you look at their expected goal concentration ratio against the hard opponent is just 4.9, and they are in the top 5 position, so you should go for Newcastle defender. Now move on to the next part, and it is the clean sheet odd. And if you look at the clean sheet odd, the highest clean sheet odd for game week 5 is for Tottenham. They have got 46% chance against Sheffield United to maintain the clean sheet. Fulham also got very good chance of maintaining clean sheet against Luton, 40% chance here. Manchester City, Newcastle, and Brentford got 38% chance each for game week 5 clean sheet. Now move on to the next part, and is the predicted point for the forward. And the highest predicted point for game week 5 is obviously Erling Haaland. Then Watkins, Nicolas Jackson, 4.3 predicted point. Solanke is a surprising one, got 4.3 predicted point. And if you look at the last member here is Gabriel Jesus. He is now fit, and his predicted point for game week 5 is 3.8. And if you look at the long term from game week 5 to 9, Erling Haaland is also favored there. He has predicted point 35, and Watkins 23, and Morris got double game week, and that's why I think he's there. And his predicted point is 21. Solanke got 21 predicted point, and Nicolas Jackson got 20. Now move on to the FPL Gameweek 5 midfielder predicted point, and here highest is Salah, and if you look at his predicted point is 7.2, which is higher than Erling Haaland, because if you look at Salah's fixture in Gameweek 5 is Wolves away, and Wolves are not a very good defensive side, where West Ham are a very good defensive side, and Manchester City will play against West Ham, and that's why I think Salah got most predicted point than Erling Haaland. And if you look at the other more predicted point, there is Son is in the second position. His predicted point for game week 5 is 5.9. Odegaard got 5.6, and if you look at the next three, and is Odegaard, Martinelli, and Saka from Arsenal got 5.6 predicted point. And if you look at the long term, Salah is also favored there, 35 predicted point from game week 5 to game week 9. Rashford and Fernandes from Manchester United got 28 predicted points. Son got 26 predicted point, and Odegaard got 25. Now move on to the defender predicted point, and here Alexander Arnold is the favorite, but he has got some injury concern. But I think he will be fit for game week 5, and if he is fit, then I think his predicted point is 5. Udogi on the other hand got Sheffield United home match. His predicted point is 4.7, and one surprising player in this is Castania. His predicted point is 4.2 for a Fulham defender. I think he's very attacking fullback for Fulham. Now move on to the next two, and Trippier and Gabriel are there. I think now as Partey is injured, so I think Gabriel will play for Arsenal, and his predicted point for game week 5 against Everton away is 4.4. And if you look at the long term, here are two surprising one there, Trippier and Schar. If you look at the game week 5 predicted point, there is no Schar, but if you look at the predicted point from game week 5 to 9, it's Schar there, because I think he has poses very good goal threat from headed goal. Other team member here is Alexander Arnold and Gills from Luton. He played very advanced for Luton, and his predicted point is 21. And Barn on the other hand from Newcastle also got 21. This means that from game week 5 to game week 9 onward, three Newcastle defender here, so they has got the favorable fixture, so you should go for Newcastle defender. Now move on to the goalkeeper predicted point, and here Ederson is the favorite. His predicted point in game week 5 is 4.5, and if you look the second position here is Vicario. He is now the highest scoring goalkeeper in FPL, and his predicted point in game week 4 is also very good, 4.4. And other three member here is Ramsdale, Lano and Martinez. And if you look at the long term, here Ederson is also favored because Manchester City has got the best defense. Pope also got favorable fixture, and his predicted point is 22 in long term. Trafford got 21, Ramsdale 20, and Onana. A lot of FPL managers selling Onana, but his predicted point from game week 5 to 9 got 19 because Manchester United got favorable fixture. Now I will move on to the dilemma. And the first dilemma is, are you considering any Newcastle attacker from game week 5? And if you look at the Engaged FPL Manager Trends here, 68% are thinking that they will not go for any Newcastle midfielder or forward option in game week 5 because there are rotation risk, and also Newcastle are not performing well. But 14% are going for Isak, where 9% are going for Wilson because they think that Wilson will play in the Premier League and Isak will play in the Champions League. So they are going for Wilson, and 9% are going for the midfielder Gordon or Tonale or Almiron. Now, if you look at my ranking, I am not thinking of going for any Newcastle attacker in game week 5. But if I want to go, then I will go for Isak because he start all the 4 match for Newcastle, and then Wilson. I am not considering any Newcastle midfielder because if you look at the Tonali's performance, he's performed well and taking some of the set piece, but he's not fully advanced. And also Almiron in the right wing playing well, but he's not playing inside, so it's not a good thing for Almiron. And also Gordon has some rotation risk because of Barnes, so I'm not considering any Newcastle midfielder. Now move on to the dilemma number 2, and it's since Trippier this season performance isn't up to the mark and also got low XG and XA than previous season, is it worth going for him ahead of Fabian Schar, Botman or Barn? And I think going for Trippier, the positive thing is that you can get more attacking threat. Trippier sometimes taking the set pieces, and also he played very advanced in the right back position. The negative thing about going for Trippier is that he's 6.5 million and expensive defender, and as a expensive defender you think that he should get clean sheet point as well as some attacking return. But now one negative thing for Trippier is that in last season he taking all the set piece, but now this season Tonal is taking some of his set piece, so I think it will affect Trippier point. My suggestion here is that you should delay your transfer until game week 6 because they have got Brentford home match in game week 5. Brentford are a very good attacking team, so I am not expecting clean sheet, but it is a home match for Newcastle, so there might be clean sheet for Newcastle, so you can go for it. But I don't think that it's a good move, so you should delay your transfer for game week 6. And at present my favorite is Schar. I'm not considering Barn or Botman because Schar has got very good goal set from set pieces, and also Trippier is very good option here. Now move on to the question number 3, and the dilemma number 3 is, if you are given a chance to buy one Tottenham midfielder from game week 5, who would you choose to buy? 54% engaged FPL manager are going for Son because he is now playing as a striker, and 38% are going for Madison. He is the key player for Spurs, and 8% are thinking that Kulusevski is the best one. And my ranking is here is I'm going for Son as the top Tottenham midfielder because he's now playing as a striker and he played very well in last match. He scored hat trick. Then I am considering Madison because he's the creative one, but I am not considering Kulusevski at all. Now move on to the next dilemma, and will you bench Stupinian in game week 5? And my suggestion is in this matter is that if you got Gusto, Stupinian, Cash and Trippier in your defense and Reece James has got the slight chance to play for Chelsea, then I think you should bench Gusto and should play Stupinian. And in other case, if you have got Chilwell, Saliba, Stupinian or any Manchester City defender, you should bench Manchester City defender because I think West Ham are capable of scoring goal at home, so I am not expecting clean sheet for Manchester City in this match. So you should play Chilwell, Saliba, Stupinian in this case. The third case is if you have Chilwell, Udogi, Saliba, and Stupinian, then I think you should play Chilwell, Udogi, and Saliba, and you should bench Stupinian because he has got Manchester United away match. Now I will move on to the next dilemma, and it's how many Luton and Burnley players are you considering for your FPL team in Double Gameweek 7? A lot of FPL managers are planning for Double Gameweek, and it's a obvious one. But if you look at the Engaged FPL Manager Trends here, 46% are not thinking of going any Luton or Burnley player, and 34% are thinking going for one Luton or Burnley player, and 12% are going for two, and 8% are going for three. And I have already got Cabero in my team, so I have got at least one. And then I am thinking of going for Morris. And also other thing about Cabero is that in last match he not starting for Luton. So if he not starting for Luton again in game week 5 and 6, then I will go for one Luton attacker and it's Morris probably. Now move on to the next dilemma, and is what is your thought on several forward Darwin, Jesus, Hojlund, Edouard, Awoniyi, and Alvarez? I think Darwin is not fully convinced me because he has got some rotation risk. Though his form is now very good, but I think Jota will eat some of his minute, and that's why I think I should observe this more, and then I will decide if I am going for Darwin or not. The second player here is Gabriel Jesus. He is now a great option. He is now injury-free player, but his fixtures are not favorable now, so I am not considering Gabriel Jesus now, and I am want to sell Arsenal midfielder now, so I am not going for any Arsenal attacker. And also, other possible Champions League rotation might be awkward for Gabriel Jesus because there is Nikita who can play there, Havertz can play in the central attacking forward position, and also there is Trossard. So there are some rotation for risks for Gabriel Jesus. That's why I'm not considering Gabriel Jesus. The third one is Hojlund. I think it's too early to bring him on because he just played one match and it's from brains. The fourth one here is Edouard, and I think he's a nailed player for Crystal Palace and informed player. He scored 3 goals already, and he's a very good differential pick because if you look at the Crystal Palace attacking lane, they are attacking very well. But if you look at their midfielder Eze, he playing very deep, but he create a lot of chance, and I think Edouard will get those kind of chance, and he can get the attacking return, and he is playing very well for Crystal Palace this season. The next one is Awoniyi. He's the talisman for Nottingham Forest and an underrated option. He scored 4 goals already, but a lot of FPL are not thinking about him because he's a new Nottingham Forest forward. But I think he's a very good option for your team if you want to go for a differential one. The sixth one is Alvarez, and I think he's the best option among these six because he's now playing as a second striker alongside Erling Haaland and playing well. So you should go for Alvarez. Now move on to the next question, and is what is your current standing about Son for game week 5? And 67% are not buying Son, and that's a surprising one because a lot of FPL Twitter FPL manager thinking that they should bring on Son. But if you look at the Engaged FPL manager trends here, 67% are not going for Son, and 22% are buying Son in this game week, and 11% still not decided what they should do. And my preference here is not also buying Son because I am not thinking of going for Son because I have got Madison. And if you look at the Tottenham fixer from game week 6 and 7, they have got two hard fixers, so that's why I'm not going for Son, and that's why I'm not going to double up in Spurs attack. Now move on to the next dilemma, and it's when do you think activating wildcard is the best decision, and who is the best budget goalkeeper right now? And I am considering activating wildcard in game week 8 because there is fixer swing. My lot of player has got tricky run of fixer in game week 8, so I might activate my wildcard in game week 8. But if I not activating my wildcard in game week 8, then I will try to hold it as long as possible, because if there is a double game week of Manchester City, then I will get the advantage here. And also the budget goalkeeper ranking for game week 5 I have is second is the number one, because he's totally nailed for Brentford and playing well. The second one is Arola. He's just 4.1 starting for West Ham, and this season West Ham playing well. Sanchez from Chelsea is also a good option, because if you look at the Sanchez performance, he's playing well, but he has got Chelsea has got not a very good team right now. They concede goal, but still I think that Sanchez is a very good option because he's cheap. Now move over to the next dilemma, and is what is your transfer plan ahead of game week 5? And 39% FPL manager are rolling their transfer, and I am also with them. My plan in this game week to roll the transfer and use that two transfer in game week 6, but 41% are thinking that they will use their free transfer in game week 5, and 15% are taking hit of -4 in game week 5. But surprisingly 5% are playing wildcard, and that's a significant number. Now move on to the next dilemma, and it's the captaincy dilemma, and who will be your captain in game week 5? And I think there are no favorite here. Haaland got 57% chance of getting the Engaged FPL manager captaincy, and where Son and Madison, two popular one, got 25% Engaged FPL manager captaincy armband. Salah got 15%, and that's a surprising one because I'm not expecting that much. But if, as you already look at the predicted point, Salah's predicted point is higher than Erling Haaland, so that's why I think a lot of FPL managers are going for Salah as a captaincy option. But my preference is going for Haaland because I will play safe, and against West Ham away, I think Haaland still can score goal. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, obviously subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.